guys, welcome back to another episode of Sipping with shrmjk. How you guys doing today? If this is your first time here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and stay for a while. If you are already subscribed and watched me before, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Y'all, I'm coming on with a quick video talking about me living with TMJ. It's horrible, it's crazy, and it's irritating. Before I do that, let me know what you are sipping on. I got me a mixed cute beverage over here. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward and try to make this a quick video, not long at all. So before, I was having real bad mouth pain, like in my jaw, and I was like, oh, maybe I need a tooth pulled or something like that because the pain was so bad. That's what it felt like I needed a tooth pulled. So I went to the dentist. I got the tooth pulled. Weeks and weeks later, my mouth is still hurting. My jaw is still hurting. I can't figure out what's going on. Calls my dentist. I'm like, my mouth is still hurting. He said, well, maybe it's just healing because you had a deep root, you know. And I'm like, okay. So it goes on. Fast forward 6-7 months later, I'm still having the same pain. So he said, well, maybe it's your wisdom tooth. So I goes and get the wisdom tooth taken out. Nothing. Still having the same pain. So I get ready to schedule a doctor's appointment. And my auntie's like, don't schedule, not a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment. And she said, don't schedule a dentist appointment. Talk to your doctor because something else may be going on. So I'm like, okay. So made a doctor's appointment, went to my doctor, and they said, oh, you have TMJ. And I'm like, what is TMJ? You know? And it's a real bad muscle pain, like nerve pain that's in your jaw. And it just like, it throbs, it hurts. It feels like a real bad tooth pain. It feels like somebody's like poking you with like needles sometime. It feels like a thumping, like a real hard thump, like real hard sometime. It just has so many different feelings that it is. So I'm like, okay. So they said, well, you grind your teeth at night, so we're going to have to get you a night guard. So I goes back to my dentist. They fit me for a night guard, and it was just for like the bottom of my mouth, you know. So I put the night guard in, and I kind of felt a little bit better, you know, just going through, you know, whatever. But it still wasn't taking the pain totally away. The pain was still there. So then they said, okay, take 4 Tylenol, take 4 ibuprofen, and then in 6 hours, take 2 Tylenol and rotate like every day, like rotate to 2 Tylenol, 4 ibuprofen. And I'm like, I'm not taking all these pills. I don't like taking medicine. Like, I hate taking medicine, especially pills and stuff like that. I don't know it's the same thing, but I said medicine and pills. But anyway, I just hate taking medicine. And so I did it for a little bit, but I just felt like it was too much. It's like the one affects your liver, another one affects something else or whatever. So when I had my checkup at my doctor's office, she ordered a sonogram for me. And so I said, a sonogram? And she said, yeah, I want to get you a sonogram because your liver levels are high. And I'm like, I know why they're high, because I'm taking ibuprofen, Tylenol, Aleve, Advil. I'm taking all these pain medicines, and they was helping a little bit, but I could see how people get addicted to pain medication because every time you feel a pain, you want to pop a pill. And so it was just so nerve-wracking. And, you know, like I said, the fact that I don't like taking, you know, pain medicine. I don't like taking pills and all that other stuff or whatever. So anyway, I feel like this scarf is about to come off my head. But anyway, I was doing that. And then they said, well, we're going to send you to a specialist. And I can't think of the word. It's maxillofacial something or whatever. So I goes to see this specialist or whatever. And the specialist was like, well, the specialist was the one that recommended the pain pills and stuff. So I did that or whatever. So then I goes back to the specialist and I'm like, okay, I'm tired of taking these pills. My doctor ordered a sonogram for me, and it said that my liver levels was up. Well, I take this they're just over the counter like supplements, and it's called McThizzles. And the McThizzles help like with your liver because I drink. So the McThizzles help with your liver and stuff like that. So I take McThizzles. And so one of my customers recommended it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get some or whatever. So between me stop taking the pain medication and taking the McDizzles, when I went for my checkup, my liver levels was good. And I'm like, okay, praise God. Um, so anyway, I goes to the specialist and he said, well, you're probably going to have to start getting Botox shots if everything that you're doing is not working and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not getting Botox shots. Like that was out. Like, nope, I'm not having it. So we was just going on and stuff. So then my dentist orders another night guard for me. And mind you, the first one I have just goes down to the bottom of my teeth. Well, this one goes in front where it keeps me from being able to close my mouth. Like I can't close it all the way because of the gap that it has. And so I got actually two. He ordered one, but two came. So he just said I can have both of them. And he didn't charge me the for the second night guard. So I was like, okay, so I paid money to get teeth pulled that I really didn't even need pulling, which was crazy, you know. So anyway, the pain was still there, y'all. When I tell you I could not sleep, I was tossing and turning. It don't matter if I drink. It don't matter if I eat hot or cold, drink hot or cold. It would wake me up like in the middle of the night because the pain would be so bad. Like I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even, lay on this side of my face. It makes you toss and turn, real uncomfortable. I couldn't get comfortable. There was times where I couldn't talk. I still wear a mask at work. And so when I'm trying to talk or whatever, I'm mumbling because my mouth hurts so bad. And so people are trying to understand me. And it's irritating to me and it's irritating to them because we're not understanding each other. And then I would just come home and sometimes just cry because I could not figure out a solution. Like, we cannot figure this out while this pain is still hurt me so bad. So anyway, somebody suggested that I go to the dispensary. So I goes to the dispensary, got some edibles. Nope, they didn't work. They made me a little, I feel a little relaxed. I feel good, but it still wasn't taking the pain away. And so I got this 150 milligrams. And so I was like, okay, let me try this. Let me see if it'll work, whatever. So that didn't work. So I'm still living with the pain. I'm still dealing with it and doing different things. And a lot of times, like when I'm holding my mouth like this, it's because I'm putting pressure on my cheek to help with the pain. So I try to go like this or whatever the case may be because it's hurting so bad. Or if I'm in the middle of conversation, like one time I was trying to take care of a bill or do something, and I was talking to the lady and I could not even talk. Like it hurt so bad. Like I just, I just shut down. I get quiet because I can't do anything. So she's on the other end and she's like, ma'am, you still there? You still there? And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I'm still here. But I couldn't do anything because it's like that shooting sharp pain that catches you off guard, So, like I said, it was really depressing. It's depressing because I'm still dealing with it. Because it's your life, you can't function, you can't do this, you can't do that. And you try to do different things and stuff, but it just don't work. And I feel like with the businesses that I'm in, with me doing hair, I have my bedroom candy business, I have my t-shirt and crafting business. I do vendor events. I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok. There's so many things that I'm doing that you need to be able to be functionable to be able to do it. And there was times where I couldn't do it. And then I'm sitting up there like, I feel like this is taking over my life. Like I can't function, right. I can't talk sometimes. Sometimes it's good. And then when I'm trying to eat, I have to eat sometimes real fast. And I still be holding my mouth like this while I'm trying to chew because it's just painful. But I'm like, I got to eat because I'm hungry, I tried doing soup, thinking, okay, maybe if I do some light foods, I'm not doing a lot of chewing. Maybe that'll help. I can't chew gum anymore. Taffies and stuff like that. I can't eat none of those things no more because it's requiring like too much chewing, And so they had me doing these exercises where I hold my cheek like this and then I open my mouth back and forth, up and down and do that. And they had me doing and it's not even on this side. It's only on this side. So they had me like rolling, doing that like to relax my jaw and stuff like that. And he said, well, I'm just sitting just sit and just kind of have my teeth apart, but my lips closed. So I would do that. And then I was even on YouTube Googling like things you can do for TMJ and stuff like that. And I was doing some of the exercises. So anyway, I goes back and we're trying to find a solution. So my dentist is like, I'm going to recommend you to another specialist. And I'm like, okay. And so a couple people, they were like, well, one of the girls, she was like, it could be that you may need braces or Invisalign. Let me back it up. Another person told me to get, it's called tincture. She said, go to the dispensary and get some tincture. And I said, well, I got the edibles. They didn't work. Let's see if the tincture will work. So I got the tincture, and it's a liquid that you put in your mouth, and it's supposed to numb you. Doesn't work. This was $33. Don't work. I'm like, this is crazy. So I got that, and I'm like, I'm going to use it because I'm like, that thing was $33, so I'm going to use the rest of it. But I mean, it just makes me feel it makes me feel relaxed. It just makes me feel, like, woo, okay, whatever. I'm not a person that smoke or whatever, so I don't want to walk around high. I don't want to feel high. I want to be numb. I want the pain to be gone. And so anyway, so I'm like, okay, I tried that. That didn't work, whatever the case. So then somebody suggested that I go to the brace and Invisalign doctor or whatever, orthopedic, ortho something. I got the paper over there. So I said, okay, because they said that with me having those teeth pulled, maybe my mouth shift, and as adults, your mouth shift or something. So maybe with me having those teeth pulled, my mouth shifted, and that's where like the pain and stuff is coming from. So maybe you need to get braces to like realign your teeth and, see if that'll work. So I had an appointment yesterday. I went to go get the thing for the braces, and I love the doctor. I've never been there before, and I love the doctor and his honesty, because he was basically like, you probably need to go see a TMJ specialist. He said, because we can do the things to fix your mouth and if you want your teeth straightened and this and that, but I'm not going to guarantee it's going to take the pain away. And I don't want to charge you an arm and a leg, because braces is $6,000 to $7,000. Like, they are high as hell. And so he was like, I don't want to charge you for the braces if that's not going to fix your main problem. Your main problem is you want to be out of pain. I said, absolutely, And so he gave me like 3 recommendations for a specialist to go, to call and this and that and stuff. So I checked with 2 of them. I got 2 more to call, but the other ones are farther from me. But I got to call them to see about an appointment. So in the process of that, I've been doing like the mouth stuff, like the Oragel. I go through these things like crazy because it does kind of help a little bit, like a little bit. And so I go through them and, just put them in and stuff. So one day, I think I hit my foot on the side of the bed or something. I don't know, but my foot was hurting. And so sometimes it was hard for me to walk, and I was kind of like limping and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm all jacked up. I said, my fucking foot hurt. My mouth is hurting. I'm trying to function. It was just crazy. And so I was like, Lord, what is going on here? And so I was at work one day, and this had went on for about a week, because I said, well, maybe when I hit my foot, it just, you just have to let the pain go away. So I waited a little bit. Well, after a week, it was getting worse. And I'm like, this is crazy. So I was at work, and I said, as soon as I get off of work, I'm going to the emergency room, So they knew it was serious when I said I'm going to the emergency room, because I don't like doctors either, So anyway, I couldn't even finish my shift. I was like, look, I got to go to the emergency room. I can't even walk. Customers is like, are you okay? Because I'm like limping and stuff. And so I goes to the emergency room, and when she takes my sock off, she's like, your pinky toe has got pus or whatever. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't see that this morning when I was taking a shower, And so she said, yeah, you got pus or whatever. So they gave me a prescription for antibiotics and for hydrocodone. So I'm like, ooh, I'm about to get some hydrocodone. I know it's going to take away the pain, And so they said I had cellulitis or something, cellulitis or whatever. And so I did I took all the antibiotics, and I only took like, let me see. Oh, this is the wrong bottle. That's the other bottle. I think it's eight. I think it's 8 pills that they had me in the bottle for the prescription and no refills. I think I only took like 3 or 4 of them because it said take for pain as needed. So that Saturday is when it happened. So I took one that Saturday, and when I tell you, ooh, it had me really tingling. It was like, woo, and it knocked me out too. I was gone. But the pain in my tooth was still there. It did nothing for my tooth. I said, now this is crazy when hydrocodone don't even take the pain away. And so it was just crazy. So I'm thinking that will work. But even if it would have worked, I wouldn't have just kept on taking hydrocodone because I'm like, oh, I'm in pain. Let me pop a hydrocodone, you know. So anyway, fast forward to the dentist. So he said he didn't want to do the braces. He said, gave me the recommendations to call them and stuff like that. Then I can come back to him, you know, whatever. So I called the one doctor about the TMJ, the specialist or whatever. This specialist says that they don't take insurance. Because I'm like, I have insurance, you know. Oh, we don't take insurance. It's cash pay only. I'm like, okay. She goes, okay, let me give you the rundown. The first initial visit is $185. That's just for the visit, the consultation, the whatever the case may be, like little to nothing really happening for $185. So I'm already like, the fuck? Just to see y'all, it's $185? How much is it virtually? And we could talk about it through a Zoom call. How much is it? Then she said they automatically set up 3 visits. So the first visit is $185. The second visit is longer because they go through what we talked about, the discussion and stuff like that or whatever. $705 to $1,005 for the second visit. It ranges in between them because they'll do the x-rays and then they'll do this or they'll do something or whatever. Then the third visit is like the follow-up, like, okay, how are we doing? What's the progress or whatever the case may be? And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That is crazy work. I'm like, and y'all don't even take insurance. That's even more crazy. I don't understand that. So I was like, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. She goes, well, is that a no? I said, yeah, for right now. I said, but if I need you, I'm going to keep the number, you know, just in case I may need you, whatever case may be. So at this point, y'all, I was so frustrated because I'm like, Lord, what do I do at this point? Like, we putting out this money and then I'm doing this and I'm doing that or whatever. And they talking about $705 just to start. Like, it may be $800, it may be $1,000, you know. So then I called the other one and they were higher. It was like $200 and something for the first visit. And then it was like $800-900 starting off or whatever. So I was like, okay, I need a resolution. I need something. So I called about the Botox shots because before, remember I said I was not doing Botox. I'm like, okay, let's figure out something else. Called about the Botox shots and they said it starts at $500 and that only lasts for like 3 months. And I'm like, that is crazy. So starting at $500, it lasts for 3 months. So then I'm like, okay, I got to figure out something else. So I'm steady Googling all this stuff the whole time, just trying to figure things out and stuff. So I think my ring doorbell, oh, I thought my ring doorbell, I got my notifications off. But, so I Googled it and I looked up acupuncture because some people say about different things like acupuncture works and all this other stuff. So I called the closest acupuncture office to me and they said it's $270 for the first, you know, for the visit. And then, it's $88 each additional visit. So I'm like, well, how many sessions do you think I need to come? And he said, it depends on you. He said, we don't guarantee that the first one will work. It may not work. The second or the third, it just really depends. So it really depends on how I want to do it. So if I want to go once a month and then just pay the $88, then I can do that. Or if I want to go twice a month, whatever the case may be. So the first initial visit is my ring doorbell, sorry y'all, keeps going off but I'm trying to make sure y'all can't hear it. But what was I saying? Oh, so I'm like, okay, I'll pay the $270. That's cheaper than the $500, and it's not like a lifetime thing. So with the Botox shots, they only last 3 months. So that means I'm steady going back every 3 months to get the Botox shots. But with the acupuncture, he said if I get healed in 3 months, I won't have to get him no more. If I get healed in 6 months, I don't have to get him no more. So fingers crossed and prayers up that the acupuncture work, because the amount of money that these TMJ people are starting charging, and they said that most places don't, the insurance don't cover TMJ patients, which is crazy. I don't understand that. So my insurance is just out the window. All this has to be just cash that I have to pay for in order to get my mouth together and be out of pain, So I'm praying that the acupuncture works. I'm praying that when I go, I don't care if it's the first session, second session, as long as I want to feel the progress and make sure that it's working, then I'll continue to go. And then, like I said, it's not a lifetime long thing. So that's where I'm at right now. And like I said, it's real painful because I still try to push through. I still try to do different things because, I have a busy life. I can't just sit. Excuse me. I can't sit and dwell on it. But sometimes it don't give me the energy to do nothing else. Like it just has you sitting, like you just chilling. Because, if I get up and do something, or if I try to vacuum, it's like the nerve will just catch me off. And it's almost like having they did talk about, what is it called? Muscle spasm. What's those things called? Oh my goodness. It's like when you have I can't think of the name of the pills. Is it called not muscle spasm. I can't think of the name of it. It's some pills, another pill that you take. I'll look it up and put it on here because I can't think of the name of it. But yeah, so, it's like I have tried everything under the sun. I've tried as many things as people recommend, as many things as I Googled. I have tried everything, and it's nothing is working. And I really don't get it. So I'm praying that this works and everything goes good, because my life has got to go on. Like, I just can't keep doing this because it's really a hindrance for real. So that's my life living with TMJ. If anybody has TMJ, please send me some recommendations. What are you doing to get through your pain? How are you dealing with it? And I just really try to stay encouraged, y'all. I really do. I just try to stay encouraged. It's kind of like having an all-day toothache 3 times. Trying to function, trying to get things done. And then it's frustrating because, somebody made a statement the other day. I was talking to somebody, and she was just like, well, I know when people are in pain, they get real frustrated and they get, this, that, whatever. And I'm just like, what do you do when you're in pain? Are you happy? Like, you in pain, and you're supposed to be like, oh, I'm smiling, I'm this, that, and stuff. And sometimes the way people come to me, I am snappy. Because for one, if they ask a dumbass question or say some crazy shit, of course I'm going to be snappy. And then, people that, if they ask you a question, they ask you another question on top of a question, and keep on asking. That shit is irritating to me. If I say my mouth is hurting, I'm holding my mouth like this, and you say, oh, is your mouth hurting? Oh, why is your mouth hurting? Your mouth's hurting you today? Are you taking anything? Is it your teeth? What's going on with your mouth? Shut the fuck up. I'd be like, be quiet. Like, I'm dealing with a mouth ache. I got pain. Can you chill out for just 2 seconds, please? So then they say, I'm being mean. I'm being rude. Why was that being rude? Like, so a lot of times I just don't even say nothing. I don't respond to people because I don't have time for the crazy shit. I'm over here trying to get healed. I'm trying to get well. And people just really trying to take you there or whatever the case may be. So I laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny when it was happening. I laugh about it because people don't understand when you're in pain. Sometimes you can't reply back. You can't say anything. You just needed to just, I just needed to relax for a second, And sometimes it'll come for like maybe 10 seconds, 10, 12 seconds, and I hold my mouth or whatever. And then sometimes it'll last a little bit longer and it'll just keep throbbing and keep throbbing. So it just depends on what it want to do. I have no control of what it does. It's just crazy. But anyway, Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I come on to run my mouth about whatever I want to talk about. Drop in the comments and let me know what you are sipping on. And until next time, y'all, Sheer Magic is out. Deuces.